pay-per-view spectacles, the most anticipated pro wrestling events of all time. In the high-octane world of professional wrestling, few events capture thrill and anticipation of a well-promoted pay-per-view or PPV. These blockbuster shows have been the cornerstone of pro wrestling, drawing fans from all walks of life with the promise of unforgettable moments, shocking surprises, and hard-hitting matches that stand the test of time. Over the decades, certain PPV events that transcended the square circle to become cultural milestones. Let's look back at some of the most anticipated pro wrestling PPVs of all time, where the stakes were as high as the energy in the arena. Number 1, WrestleMania X7, 2001. WrestleMania X7 was often regarded as the pinnacle of the WWE and WWF's Attitude Era. This event was headlined by the second clash between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock for the WWE Championship in front of a raucous crowd at Houston's Astrodome. Fans were at a fever pitch as the two megastars collided in a no disqualification match, which ended in a shocking heel turn for Austin as he allied with longtime nemesis Vince McMahon. The undercard was stacked too, with iconic tables, ladders, and chairs. TLC match featuring the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys. That is still talked about today. WrestleMania X7 felt like a culmination of the wrestling's hottest era. The first WrestleMania, 1985, the granddaddy of them all. WrestleMania 1 was a major gamble for WWE, then WWF owner Vince McMahon, who was banking on a PPV spectacle to change the game. Held in Madison Square Garden, this event was packed with celebrity appearances from Muhammad Ali, Cyndi Lauper, and Mr. T, hoping to attract mainstream attention to professional wrestling. The main event, featuring Hulk Hogan and Mr. T against Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff, became a cultural phenomenon that turned WrestleMania into an annual tradition. The success of the first WrestleMania legitimized professional wrestling as big business. Number 3, WCW Bash at the Beach, 1996. Bash at the Beach, 1996, was one of the most historically significant pay-per-views, marking the birth of the New World Order, NWO, and changing the face of professional wrestling. In a shocking turn of events, Hulk Hogan, who had been the ultimate babyface for over a decade, betrayed his WCW to join Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, forming the NWO. This heel turn revitalized Hogan's career and propelled WCW into a ratings war, with WWE dominating the Monday Night Wars. Fans who tuned into the pay-per-view witnessed the dawn of a wrestling revolution. Number 4, SummerSlam 1992. WWE SummerSlam 1992, held at Wembley Stadium in London, was a groundbreaking event, as it was one of the first major pay-per-views to take place outside North America. Over 80,000 fans packed the stadium to witness one of the greatest main events in wrestling history. Bret the Hitman Hart defending his Intercontinental Championship against the British Bulldog. The emotional technical clinic in which between these two became an instant classic, as the Bulldog won in front of his home crowd. SummerSlam 92 remains one of the most cherished events for international wrestling fans. Number 5, WrestleMania 3, 1987. WrestleMania 3 took the spectacle of professional wrestling to unprecedented heights. With a crowd of over 93,000 at the Pontiac Silverdome, this event shattered attendance records and created unforgettable moments. The match between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant for the WWE Championship was billed as the irresistible force versus the immovable object, and was the most anticipated match in wrestling history at the time. Hogan's body slam of the 500-pound Andre became an iconic moment that transcended wrestling. On the same card, Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat delivered what was often considered to be one of the best wrestling matches ever. Number 6, WrestleMania 20 XX 2004. WrestleMania XX was marketed as under the slogan "Where it all begins again," and it delivered on its promise. Hosted at Madison Square Garden, the event features some of the most intense storylines in WWE history, including a highly emotional triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit. After Benoit's victory, he was joined by WWE Champion Eddie Guerrero in a tearful celebratory moment that left fans emotionally charged. WrestleMania XX symbolized a new era for WWE while still honoring its story past. Number 7, ECW One Night Stand, 2005. After its demise in 2001, ECW's hardcore legacy lived on for its passionate fan base. WWE capitalized on its nostalgia by bringing back the rebellious promotion for one night only. ECW One Night Stand in 2005 was a tribute to the grit, chaos, and the intensity of ECW, featuring hardcore classics, blood-soaked matches, and vocal die-hard fans. The event had authenticity and unpredictability that made it a standout. The final match saw the Dudley Boys take on Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman in a chaotic hardcore brawl that satisfies longtime ECW fans. Number 8, Royal Rumble 1992. The Royal Rumble has long been a fan favorite pay-per-view, but the 1992 edition holds a special place in wrestling history. For the first time, the winner of the Royal Rumble would win the vacated WWE Championship, raising the stakes sky high. The Rumble match itself was remembered for Ric Flair's historic performance as he entered as number 3 and lasted over an hour to win the WWE Championship. Flair's tearful, emotional promo afterwards, declaring it the greatest moment in my life, solidified his legacy in WWE. The Royal Rumble 92 still stands as one of the most dramatic and star-studded Rumbles in history. Number 9, Money in the Bank 2011. Money in the Bank 2011 wasn't just another pay-per-view, it was a seismic moment for WWE. With CM Punk's contract about to set to expire, he promised to leave WWE with the WWE Championship, creating an intense will he or won't he atmosphere. Punk's match against John Cena for the WWE Championship in his hometown of Chicago was electric, with fans overwhelmingly in Punk's corner. After a hard-fought battle, Punk won the title, blowing a kiss to Vince McMahon as he exited the arena. The storyline captivated fans and created one of the most unpredictable finishes in WWE history. Number 10, Survivor Series 1997, the Montreal Screwjob. No list of historic wrestling pay-per-views would be complete without mentioning Survivor Series 1997, infamous for the Montreal Screwjob. Bret Hart was set to leave WWE for WCW, and the main event was supposed to see him retain the WWE Championship against Shawn Michaels in front of his hometown road in Montreal. However, Vince McMahon had other plans and instructed the referee to end the match early, awarding Michaels the title in a controversial finish. The Screwjob changed the landscape of wrestling, leading to the birth of the Mr. McMahon character and the rise to the Attitude Era. Final thoughts: the most anticipated pro wrestling match pay-per-views are more than just matches. They are events that bring together storytelling, athleticism, and spectacle on the grand stage. Whether it's WrestleMania's grandeur, ECW's Great Rebellion, or historic heel turn, these shows are etched into wrestling history, standing as cultural moments where fans, for better or worse, experience something truly unforgettable.